So yeah, I've been through it. I've had the 7-figure losses. I've had the difficult conversations with investors before, but it's not about avoiding the catastrophes. If you think you're going to go through your entire life and not lose money on an investment, if you think you're a better investor than Warren Buffett,
Come on.
it's just not going to happen. So what it is it's your ability to how you handle the situation that ultimately matters and how you react to it. And luckily, I think we did a pretty good job of reacting to it and just communicating with everybody what was going on and then coming up with a plan to fix things.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. And you know what I'm going to say, if you follow me enough, I'm excited to be here today. I always love when I have new guests on because you heard me say it before. No matter if we're doing the same things, we all have a little bit something different that we're doing. Like we have different ingredients that kind of come out as a similar dish, but it's not always the same. And so I have someone that's in land development and listen, knows exactly what he's doing, teaching others, has his own mastermind. So he's going to be a wealth of knowledge. And I'm so excited to introduce to some and present to others, Mr. Brandon Cobb. Mr. Brandon, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm great, man. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for being here, man. And so, listen, I'm the type, I like to dive right in. And so I would love for you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a little bit of an origin story, kind of how you got to where you are, we love the origin stories. And then, man, what part of the world you're in? We love to know where you are geographically. And so, Mr. Brandon, sir, you have the floor, man.
So, I mean, I'll make it really quick. But yeah, had you told me 10 years ago that we'd be inventing new housing neighborhoods, I'd have looked at you like you had 10 heads because I already loved what I did. I don't have some story where I worked for a corporate company for decades, got tired, and just had finally had enough, had some dream to go start my company. That's not me at all. My dream was medical device sales. And it took me years to break into that industry. And like, that's what I did. I ended up getting fired unexpectedly from that company. And that's sort of where my whole real estate entrepreneur journey became. That led to me flipping houses, to building houses, and to scaling the number of homes that we were building. So I needed to go after larger parcels of land that I could do that and start doing development. And we started getting knocks on the door from a lot of these big national home builders when we started to do that. And they said, hey, we really like your land. We want to buy it. Here's what we offer it for you. And my partner looked at the contract, looked at each other, looked at the contract, and we're like, yeah, you can buy it from us. And do you want the one across the street? Like, we'll sell you that one too. And so that's kind of how we got into land development. It came from a need to scale the number of homes that we were doing, the number of lots that we were putting on the ground. And we ended up being able to just flip those parcels of land to Wall Street. So all these big builders, Lennar, D.R. Horton, they're publicly traded companies. They have to make the stock price go up. There's only one way to make the stock price go up. That's to buy more land, build more houses. So they have to buy. They have to buy, rain, sun, or shine. They're going to buy land from us no matter what. And so right now, we do all three phases of development. Phase one's land entitlement. Phase two is doing the actual development. So the grading, the roads, the horizontal, the sewer, all that. You're basically making neighborhoods with no homes. And then the third is new construction homes. So, we do that too. But since interest rates have gone up, our primary two strategies, because the home sales have kind of been crappy, have been land entitlement and land development.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah. I love it, man. I was listening to you talk and I was writing some things down. You said, listen, 10 years ago, if you would have told me I would be right here, I would be like, wait a minute, what? What is going on? And man, thank you, man. Thank you for your transparency and just giving us a little bit about, being in a medical device sales. Got fired from that. That led to a different path, man. You did some flipping, did some building, and now you're admitting neighborhoods, like you're resurrecting and making neighborhoods. And so I love the journey, man. And I have where I normally say this: destiny has no wasted moments, right? Meaning no matter what we go through in life, there are moments that kind of make us who we are today. And so, man, when I listen to you pivot and go through different things and come back stronger and build different things, I would love to know, what has destiny taught you? What has it taught you about yourself? Has it taught you resilience? Has it taught you discipline? Like, what has these moments taught you about you?
You know, that's a great question. It's a lot to unpack in what you just said. Every tough moment, I know a lot of people out right there right now, especially if you're a real estate entrepreneur, have been feeling it the last couple of years. Interest rates have done a lot to people in the multifamily space that got caught in the bridge debts. The market's not been very good to, fix and flippers, right? Their products just been sitting on the market. Wholesalers, the margins have dried up. Commercial real estate, you name it, everything's kind of been hurt a little bit. But what I'll say is it allows you to become a better business owner. The tough times that we've kind of gone through the last couple of years, what's that saying that pressure has the ability to form diamonds or bust pipes, right?
Sir, yeah.
So it's an opportunity. I feel like I'm 5 times the business person since COVID came. I mean, it's a joke how easy business was before COVID enacted. So what I think is that you really grow and become better during the resiliency periods when things are tough, because what comes out of those when it does get easier, liquidity frees up, there's more money flowing around and stuff is moving again. What you find is you make a lot more money because you're so much better of a business entrepreneur. So I'd say that's probably like the biggest thing. And I'm sure I could talk for several more hours on everything else, but I think that's probably one of the things that's sort of on everyone's mind right now.
No, man, I appreciate that. And what I love about you, you want to educate people and you walk with people through different seasons of their business life and helping people. And so I know the journey for you has not always been easy, because it's never easy for any business owner, right? And I tell people, there's a journey towards success. And sometimes we have to go through adversity. And so I would love to know, have you faced adversity? How to have adversity look for you if you faced it, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so we probably had 30, 40 houses going. And at the end, I'll say towards the Q1, Q2 of 2022. And that was the crazy time. You had the supply chain issues that were starting to bottle up. So if you're going to build houses, you need all the products to build them. We couldn't get certain products. Like, you can't get your certificate of occupancy, which is the city's permission for you to sell the house, like, hey, it is safe to live in, without a water meter. But we couldn't even get water meters
Yeah.
for a lot of our houses. So you're kind of just stuck. And it was like that for a lot. And what made it even worse during that time period was we were getting monthly price increase emails from like Lansing and Builders First Source, all the suppliers that we bought stuff from, because again, supply and demand. There's no supply, there's high demand. and demand had shot through the roof because everybody sort of panicked during COVID in 2021. People learned, oh, it's not that bad. It's okay. And everything, just prices shot through the roof and everybody just flooded back into the market. And I mean, we were putting homes on the market, getting, 15% over asking price, multiple offers. It was crazy. And so everyone kind of went all in. Well, that inflationary period happened. And so all of our budgets were shot. I mean, we were significantly over budget, and there's none we could do because we couldn't just buy all the materials up front, right? That's not how it works. You purchase products kind of a little bit at a time, build it, get a draw from the bank, and then use that money to get it. While we were building all these homes and stuck and couldn't build them as fast as we could because we couldn't get the products, all the prices were going up. So the time frame to build the homes increased. The cost to build the homes increased significantly.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And interest rates went up on us. And, I had factored in double the amount of interest that I needed on a lot of these projects. I said, okay, cool. It's going to be 12 months of interest. I'm going to get 24 months. I'd always been very conservative. I did not underwrite interest rates doubling in the amount of time they did. If you are in construction, you know that construction loans are not fixed rate. There's no such thing as a fixed rate construction loan. You're getting adjustable rate debt. So we saw our holding costs not double, but quadruple because our monthly payments doubled. But then when we finished the home, which is the most expensive time on your loan because you've drawn all the money, we had to hold the homes for an entire year. So our holding costs quadrupled. And, as a result, we had some heavy losses on everything. It wasn't fun to deal with. We had some investors that were involved, in those deals. But going forward, the way out of it, we had to get better. We started importing materials from overseas to cut costs. We started trimming some of the overhead, doing strategic partnerships with some other GCs on some other projects we were doing, and basically got a lot better at doing business. What I thought and how we had our systems before is nothing compared to what we had to do to really make things work. And we worked some stuff out with some investors, giving future equity on some projects and stuff like that. But it was a very, very difficult time. Luckily, all of our land deals continued to do really well. Like the national builders were still buying our land from us. So we had that kind of supplement all the homes that we were building that didn't do well. So yeah, I've been through it. I've had the 7-figure losses. I've had the difficult conversations with investors before, but it's not about avoiding the catastrophes. If you think you're going to go through your entire life and not lose money on an investment, if you think you're a better investor than Warren Buffett, it's just not going to happen. So what it is it's your ability to how you handle the situation that ultimately matters and how you react to it. And luckily, I think we did a pretty good job of reacting to it and just communicating with everybody what was going on and then coming up with a plan to fix things.
Man, Brandon, thank you sir. So eloquently said. And I know people listening, they got a lot from that. So I appreciate you laying that down so eloquently, talking about your adversities, how you overcame them, digging deep. I really appreciate it, man. So what's next for you, man? Like, what is your next goal? What are you looking to solve and scale next?
Yeah, so last spring we launched the Land Development Accelerator, which is our own mastermind community of people who are wanting to do land entitlements. They're wanting to do land development. So if you like the idea of converting land into, a 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 home community, then, that might be a good fit for you. You can learn more about that if you want at learnlanddevelopment.com. We've got our free course. You can go grab the course. But that's what we're really focused on. Like all the mistakes that we made over the years, we build that in, right? The worst thing you can do is not be informed on getting into this type of business. It really helps to be able to lean on a community of other people and a mentor and a coach that's already done it and already has the relationships you need to save money on all the vendors that you're going to use and kind of knows the way ahead, right? So we coach students on how to do their first land entitlement deal. how to set up their first fund or syndication, because you're going to need to be able to raise capital for these types of deals. And for the foreseeable future, like we're really focused on kind of growing that while we also do our land entitlement and land development deals. I'm excited for 2026. Things are really bouncing back. And, we've been sitting on some deals that like we're just holding for the market to really pick up and do good. And I'm excited.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I love it, man. So, man, I'm glad you mentioned mentors. I'm glad you mentioned masterminds, because I want to talk about relationships real quick. So, relationships, man, from your perspective, how important are they? Have they served you well? What is like your philosophy on building relationships? Brandon, talk to me a little bit about relationship building, man.
Yeah, so the entrepreneur path is a lonely journey, right? And there's going to be 100 times where you probably want to give up on the way. But what can really help you go through those difficult times is having a community to lean on. And I think y'all have your own mastermind group, and it's very highly rated. There's power in that. Get around the people that are doing the things that you're doing, or the things that you want to do, right? That's where mentors come in. A mentor is someone who's already done the thing that you want to do, and you're paying them for that fast forward button and the money to prevent the mistakes. Your community are people that are on the journey with you that can share what's happening along the way, so you don't feel like it's just you making mistakes, right? You need to be able to talk to other people who are on the same journey to figure out how they're navigating certain situations. There's so much value in that. Mastermind communities are a game changer for people's business. Get around the people that are doing the thing that you want to do, or who have already done the thing that you want to do, and lean into them.
Absolutely. I love it. So, listen, Brandon, is there any topic that I have not brought up that you would like to talk about? Or is there any other words of education, inspiration, motivation that you want to leave the people? If they're either one, I would love a topic that I did not bring up, or leave motivation, or both. Yes.
No, I mean, for people that if you're wanting to learn more about doing land development stuff, if you like the idea of adding this to your real estate business, and, these are pretty big hits. This is not for a first time real estate entrepreneur. This is not for like a W-2 person. Like, you have to have a real estate business that's cash flowing. You got some stable cash flow, and you want to tack on these large, you only need to do one of these projects a year, right? We do $500,000 to $1.5 million on each deal we do. I only need to do 2 or 3 deals a year. I don't have to, upload the pipeline. So I like the idea of working on a few deals a year with bigger paydays instead of a bunch of deals that have smaller paydays. And it's really simple. Like, we teach a very easy model. And again, you can go to learnlanddevelopment.com and learn it. But all we really do is we go put the land under contract, right? You know how to do it. You get under contract. We get what's called a concept plan done. All it is literally a bird's eye view of a community that a civil engineer creates. And we take that concept plan, that idea of what we want to create, we bring it to the city. And if the city's excited about it and says, like, we want to see this, we bring it to our list of buyers. In our case, we work with national home builders. So, and if they say, yes, here's a contract and a deposit, like, we want to do this deal, and we like our spread, then we move forward with the entitlement process. So it really is that easy. During our due diligence period, we're getting buy-in from the city. We're putting it under contract with the seller, contingent on getting it approved. So we don't buy anything without the approval, and we line up our buyer. So we're kind of like wholesaling these larger projects to the builder once we get all the approvals in place. It really is simple. And again, if you want to learn more about that, you can go to learnlanddevelopment.com, and there's a free course called Land Development 101. You can go grab it. If you want to learn more about the Mastermind community, if you think that might be a fit, there's a video on the website. You can watch it.
Absolutely, man. I love it. And listen, you already said it. I just want to make sure I created space. If someone wanted to reach out to you, is it any other way to reach out to you? Do you have any other thing going on? Books, podcasts, anything else you want to plug, man? I want to open up the floor if you need to.
I mean, so if you're interested in just being like a passive investor, because we raise capital for all of our deals, you can go to hbgcapital.net/waitlist. That's pronounced Harry Bob Gary. So hbgcapital.net/waitlist. And, I joked that the .com was stolen, so it is .net. But on that website, again, you can watch a video that goes over our investing strategy. And if you want to book a call with me to see if this is something that you're interested in, potentially investing in, later on, it's just a get to know you call. We're not going over any deals or any numbers. If you like the idea of just investing in these types of deals and not actually having to manage them, then, that might be an option for us. So you can check that website out. And then we've got our own podcast called Recession Resistant Real Estate Radio, where we talk about everything entrepreneur, real estate investing, passive investments, financial freedom, all that fun stuff.
So listen, I got to say 3 things to you, sir. First, thank you for your time, man. You could have been anywhere in the world doing anything, but you gave us your time, man. I appreciate that. Secondly, man, thank you for your story. I believe stories have a way of planting seeds in people. We may not know when it's going to grow, but we planted seeds, and sometimes somebody can water it and then they get a growth. And sometimes you can literally change somebody's path trajectory, not even know it, but you still told the story. So I appreciate that. Lastly, thank you for your mind. Thank you for your mindset and your perspective and bringing that to this podcast. Greatly appreciate you being here today, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all heard Brandon. You got the value. Look in the show notes. Get in contact with him. But definitely make sure you are subscribed here, because I promise you, we're going to keep bringing up amazing people just like Mr. Brandon. So, sir, thank you again. And everyone else, have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.